Hi guys, Strawberry46 here, welcome yourselves back to Ride 3 on the Xbox One X. Today it's time to do another history lesson, and this time we're doing the history and evolution of the MV Agusta F4. So that's what we're going to do. We got 6 events to do, and we're starting off with the F4 750 from 1998. So if you want to read all this stuff, just pause the video and you can have a little gander through. But we're going to go on to the first race. Like I said, using the F4 750 from 1998. Again, we're going to Vallelunga for a time trial. Okay, so here we go. First go at the time trial. So, ready to go. Here we go. Right, already gone too wide. That's not a good start, but luckily this lap isn't counted because we haven't got to cross the line yet. Line's approaching. There it is. Okay. So 146 we got to do. 146 flat for a 5 stars. So that's all we've got to do. I'm sure that won't be too difficult as long as I don't completely cock up. Although gone too wide there. It'll lose us a bit of time. Okay, so it's not been the best lap so far. Okay. That was good through that. So I've just been looking on the Ride Facebook page, and there is an update due tonight at some point. Time of recording, it's not out yet, but by the time you guys watch this, the update may be available already. They haven't said just yet what it's going to include, so I'm sure they'll release some patch notes when the update goes live. But yeah, hoping for a few improvements to the game. One of them with being the balancing of the AI, because sometimes they're like stupidly quick and pretty much impossible to beat. Other times they're stupidly slow and really easy to beat. It's really weird. There doesn't really seem to be an in-between, and it usually tends to be at least one race per category. There's usually one race where there's one AI which is so much quicker than all the rest, and it's really weird and annoying, but we're coming round and we're going to do it. We are going to do this one. So it wasn't the best of laps, but we still got gold. So that is that one done. 141.9. Okay, so that is the first event done. And go on to the next one. So we've done that. That was a Vallelunga. We've done that, and then we're going on to the F4 750 again, using the same bike. Then on to Imola. Okay, so this is proper race this time. Let's see how we get on here. Yeah, going back to the update for tonight. I was looking at some of the comments as well. A lot of people, or some people, seem to think that the time trial events on this game are impossible to do, but I've not really had any trouble with the time trials. I found them quite easy, to be fair. I mean, even done one was having a crash as well, which was bizarre. I think the only time trial really that I've struggled with, but still managed to do, was the late Garda weekly challenge on the Ducati Panigale V4. But after a few laps, managed to do it. So I don't know what people are on about. Maybe they're getting harder the higher the tier, but not really had any issues with the time trials whatsoever. So I don't really think that they need to adjust the time trials. If anything, they need to make them harder. I'd say the complete opposite. Some of them are just too easy to do. You can beat them by multiple seconds. So really, turn the difficulty up on that. Make them a bit quicker. Make them harder to do. But never mind. We're currently in third. Oh, that was a beautiful move. Snuck into second place there. We've got a good run up the hill as well. Sneak into the lead. Yes, we do. All right. So just 3 laps around here. We've got a chicane coming up. Can we hold on to it? Now, I think, if my memory serves me right, before the loading screen, we've got the final chicane to do on this course. So it is the full GP circuit around here at Imola. So I need to remember not to go straight on. We need to brake ready for the final chicane. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a massive penalty if we go straight on. So far so good with the MV Agusta. Beautiful bikes. I mean, we've got quite a big gap into the chicane. All good. I think we may be onto a good one here. Got quite a nice gap. What is it across the line? Probably about second. 1.3. Well, if we can keep that up, that should be absolutely fine. But yeah, this bike working well around Imola. So yeah, update for Ride 3 is scheduled for tonight at some point. I haven't actually looked into the details at what time it's going to be available. But yeah, it will be available tonight at some point. So hopefully some of the little niggles with the game will be ironed out. But it would be nice if they had a few patches ready to go, because I'm sure that they're not going to fix everything in the first patch. But yeah, next time that we come to do a career video, whatever, hopefully the new patch will be available, and then we can go through quickly what they have allegedly done and allegedly fixed in the update. So hopefully, something like I said, some of the little niggles like traction control not being off when it's off. You having to flick too low and then back down to off to actually turn it properly off. AI as well could do with being a bit more consistent. Just little things. Be interesting to see if they tweak the handling a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. So at the moment, we've got a big lead, a massive lead. So 2.8 seconds. We're definitely going to win this one, provided I don't throw it at the fence. But we should be fine. We should be fine indeed. I wonder if they'll do any updates on the online stability. I mean, what I've played so far hasn't been too bad, but it could always do with a bit of patching and that, just to make it a bit more stable online. So we are on the final lap. We've got 3-second lead. We can take it relatively easy on this lap. We don't have to go crazy. Now this MV, it's felt good. 3.5, so 3.5 seconds up the road. Well, it's going to be interesting to see if there is going to be a difficult race in this category, because like I said, there seems to be at least one per category almost, where there's one race where one AI is like quite a bit quicker than the rest of the AIs, like by multiple seconds usually. And that's when it starts to get annoying, because I'd rather them all be that quick, or all be relatively that quick. Like, it's really bizarre. And yeah, it does get frustrating sometimes. Like, you'll be doing an event and then you're quite a bit quicker than all of the AI bar one, who is like 3 seconds a lap quicker than you, which is really strange. But yeah, it's some of the drag races need fixing as well. I know that the very first one I done, I still haven't won it yet, and I decided to see if it was doable on a lower difficulty. Turned it right down to very easy, and it's still not doable. So yeah, some things definitely need tweaking. Right, we got one final chicane to do, and then we are done for this race aboard the MV Agusta F4. Just a run to the line. Bit of a wheelie. Not a very good wheelie though. And there we go. That is that event done. Italian victory. Okay. Alright, I guess we can go on to the next one. So 3 stars for that one. Okay. So we have done Vallelunga now. We have done Imola. So we should be going on to a different bike now. Yeah, the 2006 F4 1000S at Lake Garda. Okay, so night race at Lake Garda, Garda Lake, whichever way round you want to say it. Here we go. Oh, front trying to come up. Managed to keep it down. Okay, so 8th place at this time. Oh, hit the wall. Got past a few of them, so we're up to 5th place. Can we outbrake this guy into the next corner as we go past the waterfalls? Yeah, need to turn a bit tighter, get the power on, come on. Yeah, into 3rd. Crazy joystick, just ahead. Can we get... Oh! That was close. We're into 2nd. Oh, no. He don't want to give it up, does he? Okay, well, we managed to sneak through into 2nd. Oh, a bit too hot into there. He's trying to come back through. So 2nd place for the moment. Leader has got 0.8 of a second lead. Is this going to be the race where one of them is a bit quicker than the rest? Well, we'll find out. No, it looks like we closed in a little bit there. Into this left. Oh! Okay, no, this definitely isn't going to be the race where one is a lot quicker than the rest because he's just crashed. So he hit the inside wall. I'll tell you what, we've pulled out a bit of a gap there. That little right-hand kink, we managed to take good speed through there, and we pulled out a little bit of a gap. That is, and there as well, coming out of that hairpin. Okay. So this one is looking good as well. Bit of a wheelie, get down. Okay, we've got to go right. This corner is a little bit annoying. Okay, and we've got another hairpin coming up, which is tighter than you think. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of the first lap. Still got 3 laps to do around here. So 1.5 second lead. Remember to brake for this one. Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, no. Okay, that was so nearly the wall then. This is the final corner. Yeah, I need to go careful on the power around there because the rear started stepping out then. If I'm not too careful, we'll end up high-siding myself through there. So that's lap 1 done, on to lap 2. Just a second lead at the moment. They're keeping me honest. Here comes the waterfalls. The waterfalls of many. Which is what I'm calling the corner from now on. They're pretty much on me again. I say that, but we've literally just started pulling away again. Wow, we've got a really good exit out there. Nice. Okay, get it stopped this time. That corner is so difficult to brake for because it starts going downhill as well. And if you brake a little bit too late, you can lose it on the front really easily going over that bump. So 1.5 second lead again. We should, in theory, pull out a bit of a bigger lead. Especially going through the kink. Is anyone going to crash through here? Hopefully not me. No, we're fine. We're not close to the wall. Oh, yeah, I think one did. I think one went down. Yeah. Pulled out a bit more that time. Get it stopped going uphill. Around the hairpin. Alright, well. Doing well so far. Try and keep the front down. No, it's still creeping up. Get it stopped for this corner. Get it turned. Get it fired out. Up the hill we go. Pulling a wheelie as well. Get down, thank you. This bike definitely likes to wheelie a bit more than the other bike I've used so far. In this category anyway. That was better. That was better that time. We didn't almost hit the wall. Careful, careful, careful. That's fine. Okay, well, we got one more lap to go. Alright, let's do this. 1.8 second lead. Put the brakes on way too early then. That's allowed them to close up a bit, isn't it? Into the waterfall of many corner. Try and get the exit. Oh, we haven't pulled out that much of a gap that time. They started speeding up. Get it stopped, get it stopped, get it stopped. Yes. They're right on me though. They are really close. Uh-oh, too hot into there. No, 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 no. Okay. That's not good. They're on me. They are on me. Just try and stay ahead. Try and stay ahead. They're going to come past. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is one going to outbrake me into the left-hander? Yep, he's gone around the outside. Oh, and he's hit the wall. What a surprise. Okay. Wow. Amazing. So we're back in the lead. We've pulled out another bit of a gap. But it's not as big a gap as what we have had in previous laps. But it should be fine. I think we will be fine. I can't believe that lead had just done that then. Now brake you to get into the lead and then plough straight into the wall. Okay, well, that gap may just be enough, but I'm not entirely confident. Oh, we've gone in too hot there. That's fine, that's fine. Keep it going, keep it going. Bit of a wheelie again. Through the left. Come on. Yeah, I think we got this. As long as we get it stopped for the next right-hander at the end of this straight. Get it stopped, get it stopped, get it stopped, please. A bit squirrely on the brakes. But no, looking good. One corner left to go. Do not high-side myself. Come on. Done. Alright, run to the line. We have done this one. We had to work for this one. The AI done their best to basically give me that win by two of the leaders hitting the inside wall. But never mind. We've done it. 6 stars for us. Thank you very much. On to the next one. Okay, so that is Garda Lake done. We can go on to the next one, which is the F4 Senate 2006. Okay, this one is frustrating me. I have found the race where a couple of the AI are quicker than the rest, and it is this one, unfortunately. This bike was not designed for this tiny circuit. It just doesn't work around here. I'm having troubles, and yeah, I'm just going to have to try and do everything I can. I've got traction control turned on. I've even got a bit of anti-wheelie turned on as well, because I was losing so much time just coming out corners and wheeling. So yeah, you will see me being super aggressive, trying my best to get to the front, because you see those two in the lead, they will start edging away very soon. I'm trying my best, trying everything I can around here to get with them. We may be able to get into 3rd place. Get out of the way. I know people won't like seeing me like barging out the way, but I've literally got to try and do anything I can to get with them. But yeah, there we go. They give it back at that corner anyway. Look at that lead they've got now already. I'm not going to be able to close that down. Yeah, this bike doesn't fit around here very well. Okay, back into 3rd place. Look at that lead. No chance. No chance at all. 2.1 seconds we're behind already, and that's just from second place. So yeah, this is the frustrating race, unfortunately. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one race where the AI is, well, a few of them are stupidly quick. Unfortunately, it's this one. So I've just got to ride as aggressive as possible. And that's just for third place, and we may not even finish here. But yeah, this bike just slides and wheelies all over this track, so yeah, I have had to unfortunately put traction control right up and a bit of anti-wheelie as well, because especially coming out of this corner, I was losing about a second just coming out of here and popping wheelies. Not good. Not good at all. Again, he's through on the inside. Gonna have to be cheeky and try and get back. There we go. So back into third. Leaders are long gone. And 4.1 seconds. Unfortunately, there's no walls for them to hit around here either on the inside of corners. Not unless they really cut some corners, but yeah, I don't think unfortunately they're going to do that. 4.4. And we're still in third. We're not going to win this one. This is what I mean about the AI being really inconsistent. I mean, we haven't actually lost any time through the first couple of sectors. Oh, fuck it. I've got to the point with this race where I just do not care. I will do what I can. 4.7. At least we can get on the podium, which I guess is something, but it's not a win. Yeah, you can just about see him still. But we'll look at the lap times as well, just to see how much quicker they were. Okay, very messy race. There we go, third place. That's all I could do. 1 minute 10 was my best lap. 1 star. Yeah, 1:09.1, so a second a lap quicker than me. Yeah. Okay, well, I went back in at redone Franciacorta and basically had to get really dirty. So we've done it now. And we're going to go on to the 2014 F4 RR at Vallelunga. So this is another time trial. Different bike though. Okay. So we are at Vallelunga again. F4 RR. What a beast of a machine. MV Agusta know how to make some nice looking motorcycles. Okay. So 139.8 for 3 stars. Let's see how we get on. So we've already done one time trial around here. That was the very first race that we've done on this category, the very first event. I managed to do that one quite easily. I have turned traction control back off again and anti-wheelie. Yeah, after the disasters of Franciacorta, which I basically just had to get to the front and just keep blocking them. Pretty much had to let the brakes off to get to the front, and then just had to hold them up as much as I could to take the win. It wasn't a very pretty race at all. Well, we did eventually manage it, but yeah. Okay, we've gone way too hot into that. So, are we gonna... Oh, that's not good. Big wheelie as well. I would say I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this one on this this lap, but we've done a time trial before where we crashed on a lap and still managed to beat the time. So, yeah, I think we're good for this one. Despite it not being the best of laps, I think we're still going to do it. So 139.8. Yeah, I think we're good for this. Around the final corner. Just a run to the line. Oh, it might be quite close. No, it's not. It's 1:37.6. Okay. So yeah, time trials are not a problem whatsoever in this game. They're still pretty damn easy. So 3 stars for us, and we got 1 event to do. So here we go. Final event, Monza with the F4RR. Okay, so this is the final race of this category. I'm ready for this one. Monza. Good track this. Here we go. So one thing I'd noticed doing that time trial is that the bike doesn't actually wheelie too much. It didn't really wheelie at all off the line there. Oh, we're good on the brakes, but can we sneak through? Oh. No, we're bunching up. Can't do anything. Get off me. Thank you. Bit of a wheelie. Managed to just about scrape through into 6th place. 3 laps to do around here. And on the brakes for the next chicane. Get the exit. There we go. And another place. There we go. Into 4th. Can we outbrake this guy for 3rd? Yes, we can. We're on the inside. Yeah, there we go. So we are through into 3rd place. Oh, he's trying to sneak through. No, we got it. Right, can we slipstream? We should be able to. In fact, we are. We're gaining on the 2nd place. We're going to go past. 2nd place is ours. And here comes the leader on the brakes. Ooh, that's fine. Can we get a good exit out of here as we flick left? And there we go, got the drive, and we're in the lead. So back in the lead at Monza. See what a difference, like, just comparing the AI from this race to Franciacorta. Franciacorta, they were stupidly quick, 2 of them. In this one, we are quite easily in the lead. So consistency definitely needs to be applied for the AI for this game. And maybe make them not so aggressive. It would be nice. The problem with Milestone's AI is they basically have no spatial awareness of you. They have no idea where the player is on track. So they tend not to avoid you, which does get quite frustrating. And if they can, they will just ride straight through you, usually resulting in you crashing. That's why sometimes I don't really care about, you know, giving it back to them sometimes. I know it's not their fault because they didn't program themselves, but they just get frustrating sometimes. We got a nice lead here. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, the F4RR actually feels really nice around here. Feels pretty stable. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it wants to wheelie too much. It doesn't want to slide too much either. Feels good around here. At least we're on a track where it can stretch its legs. That was the trouble with Franciacorta. Because it's a really tight and twisty track. You don't really have much time to open up the bike. So it's nice to get to a track like this and just like open her up and see what she can do. At the moment, she is winning by quite a margin. 2.8 seconds from 2nd place into Parabolica for the penultimate time. Awesome corner this. Okay, 1 lap left to go. Okay, here we go. Final lap time. And it stopped for the first chicane. Yeah, that's the one. And we've got a big lead now. So I have finally finished that livery that I've been working on for probably about a week now, because I mean, I've only been like adding to it when I've had time and when I've not been recording. So it's finished. It is now available online, and it is going to be, well, it is the Valentino Rossi's 2004 Yamaha livery, which is on a Yamaha R6 in game. I'll show you guys in a video sometime of what it looks like if you haven't seen it already. So yeah, go and check it out. It is available now. it turned out better than I was actually expecting, because like I said, I'm not that great with liveries. Don't get me wrong, it's not 100% perfect, but for me anyway, it's a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with the results. So yeah, like I said, it took me quite a while to do. The trouble with the livery editor, I didn't realise. Well, I didn't realise, but I have found out that you can lose quite a bit of time with it. I mean, there's been occasions where I'm like, right, I've got a half hour to kill. I just start doing some bit of livery, just start getting it up together and that. And the next thing I know, 2 hours had passed, and I was like, oh, okay, that's gone really quick. So yeah, the livery editor, enjoying it, and it definitely passes the time really quickly as well. And there we go, the final race done. Okay, we are done. Okay, playing until you unlock the 4th special volume of the career. So I believe we've also unlocked this bike to use now, the F4 RR. MV Agusta Passion. Okay, yeah, there it is. The MV Agusta F4 RR. That is now our bike. We have one in our garage, ready to use. Okay. And now, because we have finished that category, we get our little plaque, our MV Agusta plaque, which is nicely next to our Kawasaki plaque. So there we go. That is that one done. And we have unlocked the Yamaha R1 History and Evolution. Nice. Well, there we go, guys. That is it from me. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See you.